Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad, or ABVP, has secured a clean sweep in the Hyderabad Central University Student Union elections. With a voter turnout of 81%, one of the highest recorded in the recent years, this result marks a significant political shift on a campus that has traditionally been considered a stronghold of left-leaning student groups. The ABVP's victory comes in the backdrop of the university administration's recent decision to dissolve the existing student union in compliance with the Lingdo Committee guidelines as mandated by the Supreme Court of India. That move, which was criticized by the Congress-affiliated National Students' Union of India, or NSUI, as arbitrary and undemocratic, paved the way for fresh elections that saw the ABVP dominate across all major posts. Despite Telangana being a Congress-ruled state under Chief Minister Revanth Reddy, the NSUI performed poorly in the election, receiving fewer votes than Nota on multiple seats. This outcome is being closely watched as a possible indicator of shifting political attitudes among young voters, particularly Gen Z students. Reacting to the results, BJP's IT cell chief Amit Malviya called the victory a clear rejection of dynastic politics, referring directly to Congress party leader Rahul Gandhi. In a statement posted on social media platform X, Malviya described the ABVP's win as reflective of a broader sentiment among young Indians who, according to him, are choosing development-oriented leadership over family-based political legacies. This is not an isolated result. The ABVP has registered significant wins in recent student union elections across other prominent universities, including the Jawaharlal Nehru University, or JNU, and the Delhi University. Political analysts suggest that this may signal a growing resonance of nationalist narratives among student voters, even in institutions historically associated with leftist or liberal ideologies. We have Dr. Pooja Tripathi, spokesperson of the Congress party, now joining us. We also have Advocate Harsh Dahiya, political analyst, also with us on the broadcast. Dr. Pooja Tripathi, let me begin by asking you a simple question. Mr. Rahul Gandhi took the name of Gen Z recently, and it looks like, the Gen Z, especially in Hyderabad, have voted not for the Congress party.
I think Krishna said too early and a too narrow definition of what Rahul Gandhi called Gen Z for. Rahul Gandhi called Gen Z for, he revoked Gen Z for saving the constitution, for joining him in his fight. And if you look at what is Gen Z, I ask you, Gen Z is the 18 to 28-year-old, youth of the country who are probably the youngest participants in the democracy. And they are the agenda setters in digital democracy with their meme culture, with the way they are standing up. Look at how a Gen Z influencer, completely exposed Nitin Gadkari when he said that the whole ethanol blending propaganda against him is a paid campaign. He said he wrote to petroleum, he was invited by petroleum, Ministry of Petroleum, and he actually sent a script and he was promised some sum of 1,85,000 rupees. And then he went on to show that we are not paid, we are not paid influencers when we talk about something that matters us. And that's actually Gen Z, socially conscious, politically aware. I think very congratulations to Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad for sweeping of DUSU and Hyderabad elections. But look at how our post vote chori. There have been 1 million plus impressions on Twitter. There have been 17 million plus impressions. And this is all organic. I'm not talking about the Congress affiliated handle. This is the Gen Z stepping up and asking Election Commission, what kind of bizarre logic are you giving when you say कि माँ बहू बेटियों का CCTV footage जारी करें क्या? This is the Gen Z that is, that is asking questions, that is making government accountable, and this is the same Gen Z that's, getting beaten up and thrashed in the front of Bharatiya Janata Party headquarters when they're asking for the jobs. This is the same Gen Z which is facing 70 paper leaks in last 11 years, and this is the same Gen Z who's looking at the rate of unemployment being doubled in the last 11 years. This is the same Gen Z that's looking at the stagnant wages, both real and nominal. This is the same Gen Z that's being waved off, that's being laid off from IT sector mass layoff, and this is the same Gen Z that will bear the brunt of the H1B visa hike. And I'm saying that, Gen Z is a broader context when we revoke, and congratulations to ABVP. wonderful show by them, and I completely accept it and I completely congratulate them. But calling up Gen Z is, that's calling them to join the fight against this vote theft, fight against saving the democracy, and fight against having and say an opinion, because it's their generation, it's their future that's at stake
Fair
when
enough.
elections, fair process of elections are compromised in India.
Fair enough. Stay with us. Advocate Harsh Dahiya, let me bring this to you. This is a larger trend that is, seem to have risen in the recent past. Student union elections, campuses which were traditionally left-wing, which are traditionally left-liberal and left-leaning, are now voting for right-wing student union outfits.
Krishna, the message is clear that the students of the country are voting for development. The students of the country are voting for inclusion. The students of the country are voting for nationalism. And my sincere sympathies with Congress and Rahul Gandhi, because I feel that his stars are doomed. He should definitely consult some astrologer, because imagine like how funny it is that on one day he tweets that he stands with the youth, he stands with Gen Z, and on the same day NSUI loses DUSU elections, and on the very next day they lose Hyderabad University elections as well. Means irony cannot be stronger than this, and this definitely portrays that his stars are doomed, and he should definitely consult an astrologer. And like I said in one of my debates yesterday, that Rahul Gandhi says that he stands with the youth, he stands with Gen Z, but he's standing alone, because the youth, the Gen Z, the millennials are definitely not standing with him. The result of Hyderabad University, the result of DUSU, the result of Punjab University is clear indication that the youth has rejected Congress, the youth has rejected NSUI, and the youth has completely rejected the leadership of Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi is trying to stir protest in the country by using such terms. He wants to, play out the playbook of Nepal in India. But the good thing is that BJP and Prime Minister Modi are quite popular amongst the youth, and that doesn't seem to be happening, because the youth definitely came out once in protest against corruption, but that was against Congress-ruled government back then. In Anna Hazare movement, it was the youth that came out on the streets against dynasty politics, against corruption, which Rahul Gandhi and Congress are the biggest symbols of. Even if today the youth comes out on streets, it won't be against BJP or Narendra Modi government, but it would be against Rahul Gandhi and his dynasty politics. And at 55, Rahul Gandhi portrays himself as a youth leader. Then he's mistaken. From last 30 years, we are hearing that, oh, Rahul Gandhi is coming, Rahul Gandhi ka launch hone wala hai, Rahul Gandhi kuch bada karne wale hain, Rahul Gandhi youth leader hai from last 30 years. Then what kind of youth leader is he, that at 55 he has been unable to prove anything? He has been unable to do nothing in politics.
Fair enough.
And
Point
in 5
taken.
years he should retire probably at 60, and he should give chance to someone like more veteran and more dedicated congressman who can prove to be a good opposition, rather than Rahul Gandhi, who just was doing mimicry of opposition in the country.
Okay. I'm going to take this back to Dr. Pooja Tripathi. Dr. Pooja Tripathi, the issue here is that this latest instance of a student of a campus voting for ABVP, a students' union voting for ABVP, has happened in Telangana, a state that is ruled by the Congress party. Questions will be raised on what exactly went wrong over there. Was it a lack of enough of an effort from the Chief Minister over there, from Mr. Revanth Reddy?
Yeah, the brainstorming would be there. Then why did we lose elections? I understand there have been some legit reasons for DUSU, and I want to know about the Hyderabad elections, and we'll completely do it. But for now, let's take a Bharatiya Janata Party patta and give it to Advocate Dahiya. It looks less like a political analysis. This was not a Rahul Gandhi bashing, and I want to remind him that for having an astrologer, having a paid happy birthday Modi ji, my Modi story campaign, the days of it are over. The Gen Z, the youth of India, are looking at somebody who who stands by his words, who is not used to giving jumlas of this many crores jobs a year, 15 lakh in your accounts, black money is charged, and who does not jump at the every instance of happy birthday Modi ji, and the hug diplomacy and everything. And it's actually costing India. When Trump raises the tariffs to 50%, there are 10 sectors that is grossly affected, and then there are 7,101 lakh crore rupees and sectors that jobs that are being affected, then that's the same Modi ji who is being whose fanboy is sitting before me. So I'm saying that when Rahul Gandhi does not need to prove anything to people who have an habit of bashing him. I think Rahul Gandhi bashing days are over. But when we talk about Gen Z, I think we are by equating them to these two elections. There will be many elections. There will be many elections, many state elections, many university elections in the coming future. Some will be lost, some will be won. But what we are broadly implying is your future generation is at stake. When election process is not fair, it's not free, and it's compromised to the level that Rahul Gandhi has been exposing. And he has not been exposing, been exposing with ample proof. In the last presser, he actually brought people on the stage who had no idea why their phones were being, how their phones were being used to delete the voters. And that's what Rahul Gandhi is doing. That's where he's asking the people who are active in the digital democracy, the agenda setters in the digital democracy, who are active participants in democracy, to come up, raise and ask questions. Because until and unless you ask questions, this laid back attitude of not asking questions, there will be no accountability fix. If you don't ask question to Nitin Gadkari, why your son's Gadkari and son's profit has plummeted from 200 crore to 1800 crore, if you not ask questions, why is Amit Shah's son is actually allowing a India-Pakistan match to happen at the cost of 26 lives lost in Pahalgam, at the cost of 17 people lives in Punch? These are the questions that not us, not any party, but Gen Z is asking to the country, and that's where the future of the country lies in. That's where it's not about Bharatiya Janata Party or Congress. It's the youth that will take the
Advocate
forward.
Harsha,
No small elections, no university elections define it. I think they are for a bigger goal, and we will, and I'm sure they will lead the country in a proper direction.
Harsh Dahiya, there are questions that Gen Z is asking that has no one political party in front of it.
Krishna, first of all, I would like to say that, when these Congress spokesperson are not able to answer the questions raised to them, then they get down on personal attacks, and then I would do the same. I know people like who have been working in politics from last 20-30 years, and they haven't been able to achieve anything. So the last resort to them is become a spokesperson of a dying party.
Why don't you attack?
बोलते रहिए.
Personal attack and make a proper point. And then
Educated spokesperson showing who they are.
All right, we will have to leave it at that. Completely out of time here on the conversation as well. Dr. Pooja Tripathi, spokesperson of the Congress, and Advocate Harsh Dahiya, thank you for taking time out to do this here.